Hello, friends. Uh, we are today discussing some formulas in atomic structure, and there was a doubt regarding electronic configuration of elements. All right. So we will be concentrating mainly on quantum numbers, etc. How to write the quantum numbers, and we will be discussing some hmm, formulas of atomic structure. All right, it is useful for you. So let us start. My name is Ramesh Panikar, and on behalf of Kerala NEET Academy, we are doing this. All right. So in atomic structure, we have Planck's quantum theory. The formulas you must remember, that is E equal to h nu. E is energy of photon. H is Planck's constant. Here you must remember this value, Planck's constant. It is 6.626 into 10 raised to power minus 34 joule second. So mainly this is used, or 6.626 into 10 raised to power minus 27 erg per second, erg second. And since nu is equal to c by lambda, you can also say E is equal to h nu, or E is equal to hc by lambda, or 1 by lambda is actually wave number, lambda, this nu bar. So hc nu bar, E equal to hc nu bar, E equal to hc by lambda, or E is equal to h nu. Velocity of light, again c is velocity of light. You must remember this value, that is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. And nu is frequency. All right, its unit is per second. And nu bar, that is wave number. It is its unit is per meter or per centimeter. And if energy is expressed in electron volt, this is a relation, this is very helpful. 12375, 12,375 divided by lambda, that is lambda is in angstrom. You can find out the energy of photon. All right, or vice versa, if energy is given, you can find out lambda is wavelength. All right. Then from Bose model we get certain relations. These are very important. That is radius of nth shell. If you want to calculate radius of nth shell for hydrogen like species, hydrogen has 1s1 configuration. If you look at helium positive, it is also having 1s1 configuration. Or we have Li2 positive having 1s1 configuration. So these are all hydrogen like species, and you can use these relations. All right, radius of nth shell is given by 0.529 n square upon z. You have to calculate suppose radius of second shell, of hydrogen. All right, then it is calculated like radius of nth shell, that is second shell, that is equal to 0.529 n square to the square divided by, for hydrogen it is 1. And suppose it is for radius of second shell of helium. If it is for helium, you can use 0.529, all right, n square for second shell. Same question, second shell. So this is to the square divided by, it is 0.529 upon n, 0.529 n square upon z. And what is the value of z for helium? It is 2. So like that you can calculate the radius. All right. And then the total energy, you must remember, that is half of potential energy, and kinetic energy is half of potential energy with opposite sign. And the energy of nth shell energy of nth shell is given by minus 13.6 z square upon n square. Again, this is for hydrogen-like species. All right. Here you must remember what is this negative sign represents or indicates. Actually, the energy of an isolated electron is zero. Means, let's say in the hydrogen atom we have one proton in the nucleus, and this is the electron, and it revolves around the nucleus in the first shell. All right. If this electron is removed completely, this is isolated electron, means it is no more in influence with the nuclear proton, then the energy of isolated electron is considered zero. Energy of an isolated electron is zero. Now, if this electron is placed in first shell, when this electron is introduced in this shell, due to attraction between negatively charged electron and positively charged nucleus, some heat energy is released. And the energy released in case of hydrogen is 13.6. And since energy is released, we put a negative sign. All right. For hydrogen atom, Z is 1 and N is also 1. So En is equal to 13.6 minus 13.6. That means when this electron was introduced, this much amount of energy was released. And now if you want to ionize hydrogen, if you want to remove that electron, you have to provide same amount of heat energy which was evolved. That means if you can provide 13.6 electron volt of energy, this electron can be emitted. So this is the ionization energy of hydrogen as well. And suppose you want to calculate say the energy of helium positive, then it is minus 13.6 into z square, the atomic number, that is 2 the square divided by 1 the square. So this will be the energy needed to remove the electron, that is second electron from helium. All right. So it is 2 the square, that is 4 into 13.6. Is this all right? Then we have this relation, that is 1 by lambda is nu bar, we already discussed. So nu bar is equal to z square RH, that is Rydberg constant, 1 upon n1 the square minus 1 upon n2 the square. By using this formula, you can calculate the lambda when electrons are, say, either excited from a lower subshell to higher subshell. All right, in that case you can calculate the lambda, or when they move back to from a higher shell to a lower shell, when they move, the wavelength of radiation emitted also can be calculated. Here n1 is the orbit or shell in which electron is coming back, and n2 square from where the electron is coming back. Alright, RH is Rydberg constant. Its value is 109678, Rydberg constant. And if you want to calculate velocity of electron and present in nth shell, you can use this relation, 2.18 into 10 to the power 6 upon n. N is the shell number, meter per second. This is velocity. You can use you can calculate velocity using this formula. All right. Then spin magnetic moment of an electron is given by 4s s plus 1, 4s s plus 1, and the value of s is half of n. And from this we get this relation, that is root n plus 2 bm. Bm is Bose magneton. So if you want to calculate the magnetic moment of a species, you can calculate using this relation. So normally, like if n is equal to 1, the value is root 3. If n is equal to 2, it is root 8. If n equal to 3, it is root 15. If n equal to 4, it is root 24. And if n equal to 5, it is root 35. Alright, at least you can remember. Normally, these questions are asked. And then we have some relation, that is lambda equal to h by mv. Mv is actually momentum, mass of electron, you can or mass of the particle. V is velocity of that particle. H is Planck's constant. We have already discussed its value is 6.626 into 10 raised to power minus 34. Lambda is the wavelength, and m into v is momentum. So we can use lambda equal to h upon p. Or since kinetic energy equal to half of mv square, we can substitute the value of mv from here. You get a relation lambda equal to h upon root of 2m kinetic energy. Alright. So these are some formulas in atomic structure. Okay. And then from Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, we have delta P into delta X greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. And delta P is uncertainty in momentum, delta X is uncertainty in position, h is same Planck's constant, and 4 pi is constant. Alright. Or in place of delta P, you can use m into delta V into delta X, that is equal to h upon 4 pi. So from this we can calculate either uncertainty in position or uncertainty in velocity. Alright, these things can be calculated using Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Alright, so then comes quantum numbers. So we will be discussing in the next class. Alright.